The teams first, the Eagles, and they are coached by Barry Turnbow. Number 3 is Josh Bell. Number 7, Keaton Schultz. Number 8, Patrick Mahoney. Number 12, Kyle Sipes. Number 16, Baxter Binion. Number 22, Tanner Dean. Number 30, Zach Rushton. Number 32, Louis Smith. You know that. Number 33, Rudy Ellinger. Number 42, Corey McGrady. Number 51, Joshua Williams. Number 63, Jared Mullis. Number 7 is Mitch Turnbow. Number 77, Bryant Murphy. Number 80, Austin Whitted. Number 88, Josh Dickman. And Chris Taylor. Now let's meet the Cowboys and their coach, Rudy Olivo. Number 7, Josh Kuhn. Number 8, Jay Weddle. Number 10, Demetrius Anderson. Number 12, Caleb Olivo. Number 33, Sam Gardner. Number 39, Thorne Murphy. Number 50, Chris Frankie. Number 54, Kyle Ziegler. Number 56, Carlos Ayala. Number 59, Kevin Lane. Number 60, Zach Brown. 77, Austin Lake. Number 80, Lorenzo Uriquity. And number 99, Patrick Muncy. Saluting our cheerleaders, Jordan Perkins, Sarah Bowling, Kendra Taylor, Taylor Keel, and their coach, Mandy Carr. The participants for our senior championship game. Cowboys and Eagles getting set to go here. I got to get this one name right. Left Ellinger?
Looks good to me.
You know, now that doesn't help me, Mark. That doesn't help me, Mark.
That's exactly the way I would pronounce it, Dave.
You know.
No question. No question.
I don't see his parents coming up here to the booth yet, so I guess I'm okay.
Right. And I see on each squad they've both got one guy in street clothes. Looks like they both got one player dinged up a little bit. Yeah. And by this time in the season, you get that.
Get some.
On the I noticed on the.
It is a rough sport.
It is. On the Eagles, Keaton Schultz is in civvies, and he is a big part of their scoring offense. I don't see how that can't hurt them moving the ball.
So we're here, senior division, Eagles and Cowboys. And the championship. So we've got, trying to get the numbers straight away. You know, you just don't get the official roster here as you do at other, but you know, this is.
Sometimes during the course of the season, a guy's jersey gets ripped or or misplaced, and they end up with a different number come the end of the season.
Yeah, they don't have the full-time publicists or sports information directors or all that stuff. I'll tell you, even more and more, you are seeing that kind of stuff at the high school level. You know, they're getting a lot more as far as stats and things like that. Of course, the internet and all that good stuff. You get a lot of stuff, but at this level, I think it's for the kids, and we're here to enjoy the moment for them.
We commit ourselves to teamwork, dedication, teaching the kids a sense of commitment with practices and games. That's the biggest thing that we're about. We hold them very accountable for their schoolwork and their grades. You got to get it done in the classroom before you come to the field. And we keep the kids playing sports, try to keep them out of trouble.
Again, 48 minutes running clock, 12 minutes in each quarter, and in the final 2 minutes, the clock stops as it would in the IHSAA. Cowboys and Eagles, these are the seniors, the 5th and 6th graders.
I think the Cowboy or the Colts from the previous game may need to abandon that end zone down there.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. We've got some parents out there taking some photos at 10.
About the 10-yard line, yeah. And I got news for you. Some of these guys out here weigh a couple hundred pounds, and with pads on, they can hurt.
It'd have to go the other way because the Eagles are going to get the kickoff.
Once the ball goes 10 yards, it is live, too.
I hope Lorenzo Uraquiti, number 80, will boot it.
That's a nice kick.
That almost got to the parents back there.
Yeah. Shed a tackle. Oh, and the kicker himself came back to make the tackle.
He looks like a big kid.
He is a big kid. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. The Cowboys took us out. Like I said, I coached the Falcons this year, and they took us out first round of the playoffs quite definitively. And, yeah, he is a big kid.
Lorenzo.
And that is a team that will be led out of their offensive backfield by number 39 and by number 8. Number 39, Thorne Murphy, and number 8, Jay Weddle. Number 12 will be underneath center for the Cowboys.
As will the number 12 for the Eagles, Kyle Sipes.
Right, you'll have Kyle Sipes. Keaton Schultz, number 7, is a big part of their scoring machine, like I said, and with him sitting on the sidelines, I'm not sure who they've pulled up.
Short gain there. Looked like maybe McGrady on the carry.
Corey McGrady he's a real good running back. He's been playing now for, I think this is Corey's 5th or 6th year. He's a 6th grader, 11 years old, weighs in at around 100 pounds. And in this division, the weight limit for moving the ball is 110 pounds.
I'd have been out of that equation in about 2nd grade, but, you know.
Well, you and me both, yeah.
There he is again.
Look at that. Look at that. That's
McGrady shedding tackles, and
that's
just a little bit short of first down yardage near the 45-yard line.
That's just refusing to go down. That's just a hard running back. And like I said, that's the difference between you'll see between the juniors and the seniors. In the seniors, you'll see a lot more runs right up the middle.
This would have been about a 4-yard gain, but he broke it. Did a whole lot of movement for not getting a first down.
Look at that.
Frankie almost had him, but almost doesn't count. I think it was Ayala that finally wrestled him to the turf. It is a 3rd down and 2 situation from the 45. Senior championship of PAL football. The Colts already a champ, 12-0.
32, Louis Smith is the up back for the Eagles, moving on the counter to the far side.
They give it again to McGrady.
Yeah.
And it's a 4th down situation. Now 4th down, and move the ball maybe to the 46, 4th and 1.5, something like that. So you go for it?
You go for it right here. You have to. You've got to put that faith in your offense that they can run the ball.
Well, they huddle deep.
They do. They huddle very deep. They huddle very deep.
4th down and 2. Quarterback Kyle Sipes.
You've got the linebackers.
Quick give McGrady. I don't know.
No, I don't think he got it, Dave.
Murphy stuck him close to the line of scrimmage along with Uraquiti.
You're going to be calling number 39 quite a bit tonight.
And that is Thorne Murphy.
Thorne Murphy has committed himself to making a statement this year, getting ready to go to the next level at 7th grade next year, and he's a heck of an athlete. First down, ball on the 47, it looks like. Cowboys take over. We've got Caleb Olivo, number 12, under center with the all 3 backs in the down. Handoff went to number 7.
Josh Kuhn.
Josh Kuhn, yeah.
Guys are a lot bigger.
They are a lot bigger. They are a lot bigger. The size discrepancy isn't as much in the juniors. When you come to the seniors, guys are maturing a little bit differently. They're spread out a little more. You'll have guys in this league running the range from 58 pounds to 160 pounds or 260 pounds.
Oh, I tell you what, that was quick work there by the defense.
That was. You can see
on the other side, it was Jared Mullis for the Eagles.
Yeah. Mitch Turnbow got some nice pressure right off the defensive tackle position. Him and Austin Whitted will anchor the lines on the Eagles the whole game. And in this division, you're given a little more freedom with defense. You can run a 4-3, a 5-2, or a 6-2. And that's up to the coach at the time.
3rd down and 10.
Coming with the 4-man front. And that's a hand
Weddle.
to Jay Weddle. Yeah.
And he's got some room.
And that's hard to keep. Oh, boy.
1 man to beat. Weddle still going.
Corey McGrady, he beat him.
Touchdown.
Yeah. Once they make that corner, you've got guys out here that have got 5 flat 40 speed, and they're hard to catch. They're hard to catch.
Weddle, a 45-yard TD run. 6:53 to go here in the first quarter.
It looks like they'll try to kick it, Dave. That'd be the first.
They're going to try to kick, and this would be a 2-point kick.
Yeah.
As we see Mr. Weddle get on the outside. It looked like
Caleb Olivo just barely got that off before he was hit.
Rudy had a shot at him there.
Yeah.
Number 33.
And
the kick is good.
That's good.
Yeah, the kick is good.
That's 2 points. That's 2 points.
Weddle makes it all the way for 6, and the kick was good for 2. And who was the kicker? Was that 66? Or was that 80?
80. Lorenzo.
Lorenzo got it.
Lorenzo, yes.
So it is 8-0 Cowboys over the Eagles.
That quick.
And his kick was right down Main Street.
Oh, absolutely.
That was a well booted ball. That was about a 20. Well, actually, I guess it comes from 20. So we're looking at about, that would have been good from probably 30.
Right, right. He's got a good leg. He's got a good leg on him.
We're going to see the kick here.
Yeah. And see, once again, there's no rush. The defense normally will stand up, raise their hands up, try to make some noise, just anything to distract the kicker. But there's no rush. There you go. Right down the pike.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Doesn't get any better than that.
8-0. So not only do they need a touchdown, they need to kick it.
Right. A kicker is key in this. And if you would go to sudden death, if you would go to overtime, if you would go to the overtime, that's the one thing you cannot kick to win in overtime.
Okay.
Because, you know, when we draft the teams, you may have been fortunate enough to got a kicker, or you may not have been fortunate enough. So in that balance of things, you can't kick in overtime.
Sipes has it on the return, and the Eagles now in a 8-0 hole. Take over. Cowboys. High flying start. Weddle a 45-yard TD run, and they lead it 8-0 after the Lorenzo kick.
And once again, you've got 2 well-coached, highly disciplined teams. At this level, you'll have motion offense, nice cutback run by McGrady
again, still working hard.
Just keeps his feet moving. Just keeps his feet moving. That's just a hard-nosed football player that just doesn't want to go down.
Weddle the last lick, and he took a few licks there.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. It's like we tell him, the bruises will heal. The hardware lasts a lifetime.
Keep those legs moving.
That's right.
So when does the season start for these, as far as the practice season? When do they start going on?
We start our season, we'll have a week camp at one of the high schools. The last couple of years it's been right here at East High School. They've been good enough to let us use their practice fields over there. And I'll finish here in a second.
2nd down and 8. Again, McGrady.
He's going to be the workhorse today. He's going to have to be. But we start in mid-June with a camp, and it's a 4-day camp. Then we have an evaluation, and then as coaches we go into a closed-door draft. That following weekend we draft our teams, and then we start practice every day for 2 weeks, and that starts in mid-July. That'll start in mid to late July, and then our first game, our jamboree, is normally around the first weekend in August.
Okay.
And then we practice every Tuesday and Thursday. hopefully next year at our own facility.
Yep, you are looking to get a new facility. We'll talk about that maybe after this play. 3rd down and 5, 2:47 to go in the first quarter. Eagles and Cowboys. Eagles trail it by 8. And McGrady, it's been pretty typical of him to get the ball, and your Quiddy there was the tackler there.
Kyle Sipes barely got that one off. Josh Coons got a lot of pressure coming off this side of the field out of the defensive end position.
It's now 4th down and 5, and this is a situation, I think, where you might think about punting if you do have. You might think
it's about 4th and 2. It's about 4th and 2. Yeah, unless you've got a whole lot of faith in your defense right now, you're not giving them much real estate behind them. Most of the guys at quarterback at this level, they've got a 25, 30-yard arm.
So they are going to go for it, it looks like, on 4th and 2.
Yes, they are.
Eagles going for it, 4th and 2 at their own 30.
Full house formation that's breaking out into a wing T right now. 3 up backs.
Quick give again, McGrady, and he's close.
I don't think he got it.
He's close. He needs a good spot, as they say.
Let's see. They're bringing out the chains.
Chains are coming out.
Yeah,
Cheerleaders cheering on.
Looks like Steve Thomas is calling for the chains to come out. Bob Gerard's going over to the side to help with the spot. Yeah.
Pretty big measurement here. The Cowboys already up 8-0.
And that's another thing we've been fortunate with this year, just quality officiating throughout the season. These guys, they do a great job out here at this level. Sometimes it's hard with just 2 officials on the field.
About a half-yard shy.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys take over in excellent field position at the Eagle 32.
Yes, they do. And the Eagles are going to have to work on the outside containment. That's how the Cowboys move the ball the last 2 plays, is just strictly outside containment. And that comes from your cornerbacks. Your defensive ends have got to get everything outside in. At this level, you've got to get, in this league, you've got to get it outside in and force them to come up in the middle of the field.
Interesting, in our first game, a defensive battle. And so far, and we didn't have a score until the last minute of play in this game.
Right.
6:53 in the first quarter. We already have some points on the board. Now we go to 1 minute to go in the quarter.
That was Josh Kuhn, I believe, with the carry. I don't know. Caleb Olibo dropped back there in the backfield. Maybe he just had to tie his shoe.
No. Little rain out there, and the wind is very, very blustery out there.
Yeah, it is. It is. It was supposed to be kind of rough as far as the weather goes tonight, but I mean, I haven't seen any torrential downpours or anything. So
I think we're going to get it in.
I think so.
Well, now look for it to open up here. 2nd down and 9. No, it's not going to.
Had to mention it.
Close to the end of the first quarter here. This might be the last play. Well, I thought the quarterback still had the football. He did a nice job selling it.
Yeah, he got rid of it quick. Turnover. Is that a turnover? Yeah, it was.
Wow, the ball got away.
Out, right. Just as number 12, Caleb Olibo, was getting rid of it, I do believe it popped out between the exchange, him and the tailback.
That's the end of the first quarter. The Eagles have the football.
Yeah.
And we're going to now walk the sideline, or walk to the other end of the field here. 1st down and 10 for the Eagles. That was a big turnover. The Cowboys had it pretty good position there.
Very big turnover.
Now maybe the rain's picking up a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I said that.
Yeah,
I had to say that.
I'm sure everybody sitting out there in the stands would like to thank you at this point.
Yeah, I know.
For mentioning the rain. No, next year we hope to be playing at our own facility.
Yep, it is picking up.
With giving some community support and grassroots effort by the parents and friends here in the football community, we'd like to build our own facility a little bit south of town. We've got a good chance and a good lead on a piece of ground, but it's got to start. It's got to start somewhere. We've got over 400 kids playing in PAL football here in town. Yeah. Yeah, most people would like to see us build a dome.
Yeah, some people would like a dome stadium, particularly those watching here tonight.
Yeah,
our camera crew would also like that too. Olivo's got it, and again he goes to the outside, and he's got some real estate there. On the tackle, it looked like Austin Lake and Sipes.
That was Kyle Sipes with the keep. Number 12 on the Eagles.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
I've got it. Kyle Sipes on the carry there.
Right.
And it looks like Austin Lake on the stop.
That was a nice little move.
Nice still got the Cowboys having the football, but this is Sipes.
Right. Watch this little reverse pivot that Kyle Sipes does right there. That little reverse pivot keeps it, goes. He makes a nice fake to McGrady. There's his lead block right off that corner. The wide receiver let that cornerback get about 2 yards on him and came back and made that nice crackback block that got him that side.
Weddle also in on the tackle there. So Sipes takes it.
There's McGrady with the ball again.
He's got some pretty good yardage.
Yeah, he does. He does. Nice little pitch back right there.
So the Eagles trying to possibly tie the ball game. How's their kicking game? Should they score a touchdown, Mark?
Excellent, excellent. They've got a good kicking game. Most everybody this year in the draft came up with a good kicker. These are two well-matched teams. They both of these teams came here via what most of the coaches in the league would consider an upset, knocking off the Packers and the Eagles, or the Packers and the Vikings respectively. The Vikings had not lost a game, and the Packers had only lost one game, and that was to the Eagles, or to the Vikings, I'm sorry. These teams, last Thursday, they played their hearts out. And in the rain and the nasty weather, kind of like they are tonight, so they ought to be used to it. But it was a nice contest Thursday, too.
Rushton on the carry there. It's 3rd down now and 4. The ball at the 41. Number 30, Rushton. We also see Baxter Binion out there. 3rd down and 4 for the Eagles. The ball is at the 41-yard line of the Cowboys here.
Cowboys are playing a very, very soft 43 with their outside linebackers playing about 4 yards deep.
McGrady hit by Urquidy, and he might be a yard shy. It's going to be a 4th down here. You always sweat those pitchbacks like that
I know,
to McGrady, but he was able to get about 3.
Right.
Now maybe 2. Now 4th and 2.
Good hands between your quarterback and your tailbacks.
Nice exchange there. Coaching staff battening down the hatches for some rain.
That was Rudy. He's had the Cowboys now for a couple years at this level.
4th and 2.
Good coach. He's a good coach. Knows the game well, gets everything that he can out of his kids, and committed to youth around Columbus.
8:44 to go. 2nd quarter. Almost some movement there. McGrady broke one tackle.
Yes, he did.
It is 4th down, and I don't think he got it. No,
it's turnover on downs right there.
He gave it a nice shot.
Yes,
I think Urquidy was finally there to corral him, but he was almost stopped there dead to rights.
Yeah, Josh Kuhn had the initial impact behind the line, and somehow McGrady just broke it. And
not surprising, they give it to number 42. And you see, really lost some momentum there.
Yeah.
It was Kuhn on that monster hit. And, you know, even though he broke that, he felt it for a little while.
Right. It knocked that momentum out of him, and it allowed somebody else to get in there and finish it off.
So the Cowboys have it at the 39-yard line, 7:43 to go. That's a deep pitch.
That's Weddle right there. He can move
Weddle
the ball,
trying to go again.
Yes, he is.
He's shaking and baking.
Look at that. That's hard on a defensive coach standing out there to watch those guys try to arm tackle. When you teach them to wrap up and you teach them to wrap up.
Austin
Whitted.
Austin Whitted on the stop.
Austin is a heck of an athlete. Austin played with me last year, too, on the Broncos. And Austin is one heck of an athlete. Plays basketball. He's tough. Good kid, too. Good kid.
Weddle, who broke one earlier, tries it on this play, and you can see Whitted come up and make the stop. He actually finishes the tackle on his back, I believe. I think he did. And there the give to Thorne Murphy.
Yeah. That's probably Thorne's, that's his first or second touch is all he's had on the ball so far tonight.
6:47. We're going to pick it up there, and you can see Whitted, who, yeah, he finishes
right there,
the play on
that.
his back. That's some pretty good strength there.
Yeah,
pulling him down.
Just
he's flat on his back. Nice play there by number 80 for the Eagles. It is now a 3rd down and 7 for the Cowboys. Well, we have that replay. You can just pick it up right where it left off there. Got some great.
Yeah, Austin's a strong kid. He weighs in at 183 at the draft.
Hope you're enjoying the action here on Insight, the PAL Championships on Channel 19. It's been a while since we've been here on the sports scene on Insight, and we're happy to be here on this great night for football. We crowned one champion. Now this is 4th down and 7 for the Cowboys, and they will punt the football. And penalty marker is down, and that was pretty good kick. So this one might come back. McGrady, who else on the return?
Right. False start. Yeah. This one's coming back, and they're going to punt it again.
Yeah, that was a pretty good boot by Uriquity.
Yeah, it was. He's, like I said, he's got a good leg.
He's busy out there on defense, kicking.
Yes, he is. And you know, you'll look at him, and he's a big guy. He's a big kid, but he moves well. He's an athlete, and that's the farther you go, you know, through the youth sports like this, especially in football, you come down to teams of athletes, and that's what we're about. You know, it's a feeder program, and we talked to, you know, you talked to Coach Bless and you talked about Coach Gaddis earlier, and that's what we're trying to do even at this level. You know, we're just trying to build a base of players for these guys, so when they get to the high school level, maybe they know a little bit about what's going on.
Procedure penalty again. I tell you what, the wind is ferocious out there, and he is kicking into it. He is, and he is just kicking into the teeth of that wind. I don't know if we've got a flag that we can show you, but you can definitely tell the umbrellas are tugging in that direction because that wind is going.
At any given moment, you can see 2 or 3 umbrellas turned inside out.
I think one of them is going to go before it's over.
Yeah.
And I've got the one picked out. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I do too. Actually, it's the one that's spinning around down there.
Well, this is not good.
Okay. Now, see, from right now, he's got 5 seconds to kick the ball. There we go.
Uriquity, and there's McGrady, and he's going to just watch it go out of bounds. Nope, he is going to pick it up.
He got a hold of it.
Oh, he's got it going down the sideline.
Look at him.
Oh, my mercy.
Thorne Murphy is the only one that's got the stop. That's it. That's touchdown, folks.
Well,
that's touchdown. The only one that had a chance on him was 39, Thorne Murphy, but he had to come all the way across the field to try to get a hold of him.
Like I said, he was going to let it go out of bounds.
Yeah. That's
not a bad return there.
That's not bad.
Did you say that's about 50?
Close to it, I'd say. I didn't see where he took where he picked the ball up at.
We might be able to see on replay, but
yeah,
I tell you what, that was a real nice
55
that was
yarder.
A real nice fake out there. 55 yarder.
55 yarder.
Well, he is a big play guy.
Yes,
McGrady.
he is. Yeah, McGrady played 2 years ago on the Colts team in the junior division, and he carried that team to a championship just running the ball just like that.
I thought maybe he was going to let it sit there.
No,
but he didn't have any. He got going and just like a 55-yard dash down the sidelines.
Exactly.
No big deal.
The only one that had a shot on him. The only one that had a shot on him was 39, Thorne Murphy coming across. Like I said, he had to come all the way across the field. And it's hard to play that much of an angle.
Go, Cowboys!
Tell you what, we have had some competitive games. The first one very competitive. This one could be a tie game.
Yeah, very competitive games.
And even 4 minutes to go here in this first half of play.
Yeah.
And now we've got a timeout here or something. Officials calling a timeout.
I think it was an official timeout.
You know, and what's funny is the penalties really hurt because they gave him another opportunity to return the football.
Exactly.
Had there not been the 2 procedure penalties, that play might not have happened.
Right. Because you backed yourself up an extra 10 yards that you wouldn't have had to.
Pretty big kick here. Is that number 7? Nope. The kick is good. We are tied. We're going to try to get your kicker here.
Yeah. With the wind blowing, the jersey twisted, I couldn't see the number, Dave.
I've still got a beat on him. It is number We're going to see the touchdown again, the nice return by McGrady when it looked like he might let it go out of bounds. Iraquity's kick.
Right. You have to kick it from the point of recovery on a muffed punt like that.
I thought that was going out of bounds, but he picked it up pretty quickly. Yeah,
he picked it up really quickly.
He almost picked it up on the bounce.
But he didn't have a yard and a half of room between that ball and the sideline.
No,
he just used the field very well. Did you ever get the number on the?
I thought the kicker had a 7. We're going to get it because it was a good kick and it did tie us up at 8.
Right.
Even 4 minutes to go.
Oh, onside
kind of an onside-er,
kick.
and it was recovered by the Cowboys.
Yeah. Because like I said, once it goes 10 yards, it's a live ball. Anybody can grab it and go.
51 is Williams, and he did kick off, so we'll maybe the 1 looked like a 7 there. And we are tied up at 8.
Yes, we are.
We're tied again.
Good game.
3:40 to go here in
Good
the half.
Game. Yep.
First game went right down to the last minute. The Colts scoring twice in the final minute.
Yeah. I expected a little more offense out of these guys. I really did. They have moved the ball consistently all year long.
Cowboys have it.
Draw play and
wow.
Oh, Thorne broke that tackle. Yeah, Mr. Murphy broke one, but
it looked like Bryant Murphy of the Eagles, 77, in on the tackle, along with Rudy.
Yeah. It's hard to get out of a situation like that when you got about 6 green jerseys 3 yards behind your line of scrimmage. Cowboys are calling their plays quickly right now and rushing back to the line. That's a sign of confidence. Doesn't give your defense on the other side much chance of rest either and catch your breath.
Yeah, second down and 12.
There.
Kuhn.
Flag down.
Tackle by Sipes and a flag down. You can hear the little pitter-patter of rain there as we now get a pretty good downpour.
The center for the Cowboys is Kyle Ziegler, and the quarterback Rudy Olivo, or Caleb Olivo, and it's the same here. The quarterback center exchange is still just key. You can't have bobbles in that area, and that's something that you won't see too much. These guys spend a lot of time. Big penalty. These guys spend a lot of time at that.
Now the clock at 2 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll stop till the officials tell it to start again. Now it starts. We're tied at 8, 1:57 to go. Coming up at halftime, we're going to spotlight the Pee Wee Football League and the teams there. We'll meet them and see a little of the action that we saw earlier here today. There's a movement, I believe, on the Cowboys, and that's going to be another 5-yard penalty.
That's a false start on the Cowboys again. You can't consistently have those kind of mental mistakes. You can't do that. Especially in a game of this magnitude, you've got to eliminate the mental mistakes. You've got to eliminate that.
Well, penalties have really killed him here in the last 4 or 5 minutes because that allowed the return of the punt.
Right. They need to minimize that.
I mean, it's second down and 25 now.
Right. You've taken yourself systematically right out of this drive.
Now, Weddle was able to rattle off 45 yards.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
There's Murphy.
Yeah. And he's got some room. He put his head down and got an extra 2 or 3.
Rushton on the stop.
That's what he's known for. That's how he runs the ball. That's how he ran the ball all season. He's going to get you that extra 2 or 3 yards after the contact.
That's going to be a gain of about 12. Now third down and 13.
He runs the ball just about as well as anybody does in the seniors.
Not too shabby there. Third and 13. So you might be surprised that Weddle scored the first Cowboy touchdown.
Well, I expected a few more touches by number 39. Yeah, I really did. Number 39 and number 8 consistently run the ball for him, and I expected a few more touches from 39 there in the first quarter.
Oh, man.
Ouch.
Weddle.
Yeah.
Corralled there by Jared Mullis.
The Eagles are playing a strong defensive front four. These guys are big, they're quick, and right now they're only rushing the 4 linemen. That's all they're rushing, and the Cowboys are having a hard time picking up the 4.
A timeout. Well, that's the end of the half.
Yeah, that's
the end of the half.
That's the half.
So it kind of snuck up on us.
Quickly,
We're tied at 8.
Quickly.
Tied at 8 after 2 periods of play, and we will salute our Pee Wee players coming up on Insight. Tied at 8, Cowboys and Eagles for the senior championship of PAL football. Back here at Stafford Field, the Eagles and the Cowboys play to an 8-8 tie at half, so we've got 24 minutes to go to decide a championship. First game almost went to overtime. Maybe this one will mark the big play offense for both teams. Weddle a 45-yard run, McGrady a 55-yard punt return.
Yeah, and that's, you can't give up the big play all the time.
That is a very exciting football, though, here in the first half.
Yeah, and that's what you teach the kids, you know, is the big play drill. Don't give up the big play. But with 2 running backs that run the ball like these teams do, it's just hard to keep them contained for 4 quarters.
Earlier today, we had a chance to check out the Pee Wee League, and they played this afternoon, and we had a chance to meet the team.
Yeah, the Pee Wee League is a new program this year. There were 4 teams in the Pee Wees. These are all second graders. We pulled the second graders out of the junior division, and it's 4 teams. They play 11 on 11, but they play half the width of the field and from 40-yard to 40-yard field. Okay, they play from the 40 to the end zone. Tremendous success. They got new uniforms this year, helmet logos. They had a real great time. A great feeder program to come up through.
Let's take a look. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to introduce the participants today of the Pee Wee Games, the Jamboree. First for the red team. They are coached by Evan Walsh. Number 3 is Nathan Walsh. Number 25, Parker Hansen. Number 22 is Connor Barnett. Number 55, Jonathan Over. Number 54, Nicholas Edwards. Number 36, Cody Butler. Number 29, Jonathan Brower. Number 34, Nick Wang. Number 7, David Acton. And number 39, Jordan Neal. The red team. Now let's meet the green team. Coached by Rod McGilvery. Number 12 is Gavin Ankney. Number 10, Will Bowman. 36, Caleb Maley. Number 39, Jared McCray. Number 7, Ian McGilvery. Number 54, Jacob Nevins. Number 16, Kyle Prentice.
Number 55, Matt Ritter. Number 34, Grant Stevenson. Number 20, Eli Teague. And number 3, Tyler Hendricks. The green team we'd like to recognize the blue team for their participation here today in the Pee Wee division. John Arthur, Anthony Brown, Kyle Brumley, Michael DeDominic, Evan Ellsbury, Cameron Hanner, Justin Hodap, Kyle Kamen, Cole Alibo, Kyle Taylor, Christian Williams, Caleb Wright, and Corey Gardner. The head coach of the blue team, Doug Kamen.
Okay, we are here and looking at some of the action that's going on earlier this afternoon. The Pee Wee League in play. As you said, they kind of divide the field up here.
Right.
Mark.
They get 4 teams on the field at one time. They split the field down the middle, and they play a 40-yard field, half width. All what we're trying to do is just teach fundamentals, skills and drills, proper tackling, proper ball control, and give these guys a chance to feel out some positions that they can play, maybe some things that they need to work on, some things that they do well. And it's just, like we said, it's just a feeder program. First year for it, but highly successful. 6 teams in the flag program, 4 teams in the Pee Wee, 6 teams in the juniors, and 8 teams in the seniors, totaling over, I believe over 440 kids in the football program here in Powell. Tremendous year for the program.
And those fireworks are the Ethnic Expo tradition on Saturday.
Right, yeah. We hold no expense back for the halftime show.
I was going to say,
I don't know where Britney Spears was.
We wish they were associated with the PAL Championship, and I guess in some way they are now, aren't they? Here we go, starting the second half. Another champion will be crowned and another tie football game. The last game won by the Colts 12-0, but boy, it went right down to the wire. A big third down option play that worked for the Colts, and that was really all they needed.
Right.
Keel added on a touchdown later. Here tonight, a 45-yard run by Weddle.
Right.
Cowboys, Chris Franke corrals the football at around the 48-yard line. You see that midfield area. You know, earlier tonight in the game with the Colts and the Raiders, all the play was in that area, so you can see it's kind of eaten up there around midfield.
Right. And we played here Thursday night in the rain. I'm sure that the PAL games didn't help the field out any. And of course, East had they were a home game last night. And you know, in the last couple of days, we've got over 2 inches of rain, and that's hard on these fields this time of year.
Hard on the officials too, as we see McGrady a 55-yard run to equalize things. 2 kicks. Good, and the conversion attempts, if you kick it, it's 2. If you run it, it's 1. Here's Murphy. Scoots maybe for a yard. I don't know. It didn't look like he got much on that.
No, it didn't. It didn't look like much at all.
Second down and 9 coming up.
Louis Smith had a good clean shot on him for about a loss of 4 in the backfield, and Thorne just evaded him.
Do you look for them to go to Murphy more here in the second half, go to the bread and butter?
I think they've got to. I think they need to split the ball up and maybe run Murphy 39 just a little bit more and give Weddle a bit of a break maybe in the third quarter. Fourth quarter, pound the ball with everything you got.
8-8 tie, 10:38 to go. in the third quarter, Eagles and Cowboys. Kind of a long huddle here for the Cowboys. Fireworks are still going off.
And with the front
We got
four
all
of the
sorts
Eagles,
of stuff going on.
yeah, with the front four of the Eagles, the Cowboys will have a hard time moving the ball up the middle of the field, but they're going to have to make a commitment to try and do it.
Second down and 9. Oh, the ball is loose.
Miscommunication.
Murphy didn't get it, and
Louis Smith recovered, I think.
I think it was Murphy that threw the ball back to the official. It was Murph.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, so he must have got the ball back.
That was close. Number 32 from the Eagles, Louis Smith, was right there. I thought he had it.
Yeah, sometimes it's difficult. The uniforms are just about the same color in certain areas of the field, because the Eagles are dark green and the Cowboys a blue that almost looks black at some point. But it's a third down nonetheless. Third down and 12 after 2 losses there.
The Eagles.
And there's Weddle again trying to work in the outside.
Here he comes. This is his side. Refuse to go down. That's the motto.
Boy, I tell you what, Sipes gave him a nice shot.
Yeah, he did.
Finally,
Yeah, he did.
I think that's first down yardage, though.
Yeah.
It is. Nice play by Weddle, who has had a couple of nice plays here tonight.
Yeah, he did. He did. And Sam Gardner did a good job getting around that corner and isolating that outside linebacker to get that first down.
He takes a hit from number 12, Sipes, as we see here. Sipes coming up. That would have stopped him from getting the first down.
Look at that.
But he just kept going for those extra yards that he needed. Still going forward.
Yeah.
Until finally it looked like Mullis got him.
Yeah.
And threw him back a couple yards, but that was
got to teach. That's
too little, too late. Penalty marker is down here.
Got to wrap up.
8:37. Procedure penalty against illegal motion against the Cowboys. We are tied. 8:26 to go. Third quarter.
Of the two teams on the field tonight, the Cowboys traditionally through this season have been plagued by a lot of penalty yards in the games that I've seen. Barry on the other side of the ball, Barry Turnbow, his team has very few penalty yards. They're very disciplined to moving on the snap of the ball.
Rain has gone away, as you can see. Fans no longer using the umbrellas. It's a rule now at sporting events. I don't know if you know this, Mark, but at least 40% of the people attending have to be on a cell phone. I don't know why that is.
Yeah. Well, we wouldn't want to miss any of the activities outside the field.
Weddle tackled by McGrady. McGrady's got that little hint of orange.
Yeah, he does.
Hanging down in the back. I don't know what that is.
I don't know if it's a shirt or what it is.
Maybe he's on a construction crew in his part. Nah, I got to stop with the. Okay, I'm done. 7:20 to go. Third quarter. As we see the last play again. Weddle again trying to get on the outside. But McGrady comes up, who has the two guys that have scored the touchdowns tangle there.
Mm-hmm.
And we go back to live action, and Kuhn takes it. Josh Kuhn with maybe his biggest gainer of the night. 6:47 to go, third quarter, tied at 8. Again, boy, both games have been tied just about the whole. Well, the first game was tied for 47 minutes. It took a little while for the Eagles to tie it up.
Given the way we select the teams through the draft, that's the nice thing about this program. On any given day, any team can win because you've always got that chance of winning.
Murphy on 3rd and 5, no way. McGrady there. Also helping out was Mitch Turnbow. So it's 4th down.
You don't have the 2 or 3 big powerhouses, and then 4 or 5 teams out there that they don't stand a chance winning the game. On any given Saturday, any given team can beat any other team. And that's the nice thing about the way we go about this program. Proud to be associated with this program.
And that is so big for the kids because
it
it's really bad, when you see a team that goes winless in a season
right.
and maybe even barely is able to keep a game within the
right. And that's
the rules that they say, a 10-run rule or a certain
Yeah, we don't have
certain
anything
measure
like
there.
that, so it's a nice thing. On any given day, a team always has that glimmer of hope that they can win.
Well, we've seen it here tonight. Two
Right.
great games. 4th down and 6. The ball is at the 37, and they are going to they're going to punt the
They're going to
football.
punt this one. They're going to punt this one. I think that's a good decision.
You're a quitty.
That's a good decision.
Yep.
And then nice
McGrady.
punt.
Yep. Again, he's going to try it. You don't think he could do it again, no?
No, wow. I don't know. I worried for a minute. He had about, 7 blue jerseys already behind him.
I think it was the punter that finally caught him.
That's, yeah. It's the way it's been on the kickoffs.
Yeah.
Last two, the
Well, he punted
kickoff.
it and tackled it.
And
Wow.
tackled him. That's finishing your own work. you know?
That's not bad.
Yeah.
5:19 to go, as you see in the 3rd quarter. We are tied. Had an exciting first game, and this one's been a nice one. You see the punt, and McGrady with another nice run there. No, actually, that was
Let's see.
was that number 30?
Go for the ball, Cowboys!
I didn't see it. I didn't
Yeah,
see
it was number 30 for the Eagles. That was actually Zach Rushton
Okay.
on the return of the punt. So McGrady wasn't back there.
Nice defensive stop right there.
So it comes up to a 2nd down and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter.
That's Lorenzo's anchoring the middle of that defensive front four for the Cowboys. You've got Lorenzo and Chris Frankie up there. Chris Frankie's.
You can see Frankie number 56 on your screen there, or that's Ayala.
Right, that's Carlos Ayala.
Ayala,
another-
yeah, no, 56.
Right, Chris Frankie's number 50.
That's right.
On this side, and those guys they play the game really hard. Chris Frankie weighed in about 140 some pounds, and he brings it all when he tackles you.
McGrady. Nice hit there by Olivo.
Hey, the umbrella I picked out was the one that went.
It did break?
It did break,
Oh,
yeah.
the wind is
Yeah.
ferocious out here. Cowboy coaching staff looking it over here. On defense, it's now a 3rd down and 11. The ball is at the 23. Field position so critical now.
Right. And right now, you can see this Cowboy defense. They are intense and ready to play right now.
3rd down and 11.
The rain comes back.
Yep. I think we are going to get the game in.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Sipes, now McGrady with it. Sees a little opening, but it will be a 4th down.
Yeah.
A lot of Cowboys there on the stop.
These quarters melt away quickly.
Weddle, I think, was one of them. And now it's 4th down. And I believe it's time for the Eagles to punt.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said before, you have to declare your intentions on your 4th down. You can't sneak up, and you can't try to fake a punt and run around the end or anything like that. You have to declare your intentions, whether you're going to go for it or whether you're going to punt the ball prior to walking to the line so the defense can align themselves appropriately. That's part of the rules of the house rules.
Takes the element of the fake away.
Right, no rush.
That is McGrady on the punt.
Utility player, what can you say?
Boy, a lot of guys playing a lot of different
Yeah.
positions here. That was pretty good boot. That got him
It
up
was.
to around the 44-yard
Right.
line.
Right, very good. And that'll put the Cowboys scoring machine back on the field and in pretty good field position. Like I said, at the senior level, if you've got anything within 50 or 60 yards, you're in good field position. You're
we're-
in good field position.
Rain kicking it up a notch here.
Yeah, it is.
That's the time in the 3rd quarter here, tied at 8. 1st down and 10 for the Cowboys at the Eagle 39. Senior League Championship game of PAL football.
Cowboys fire back to the ball. Center, Kyle Ziegler, right over top of it. So key right here, that exchange we talk about all the time.
Murphy. Knife down, looked like McGrady there. Very active ball player.
Very, very.
Corey
Talented
McGrady,
athlete.
number 42.
Talented athlete.
You
That's
can
something
see
that
that wind.
That's something that amazed me this year coming to the seniors was just the the amount of talented kids we've got around here playing football. The 2 high school coaches, they should be taking some numbers and names out here. There's some kids out here that just really like to play football and have got the athletic ability. And like I said, given the atmosphere that Powell provides, it's going to bring football back to Columbus, I think.
2nd down and 10. You can already see some glimmers with the East and North program this year, maybe getting it
you can.
up to the level.
Yes, you can.
I mean, anytime you're competitive with, here's Weddle.
Oh.
63.
Thought he had some room.
Almost, but Mullis should get an assist on that tackle because he certainly slowed him up.
Yeah.
You know, when you look at let's look at the Columbus East program, you know, when you are competitive with a program like Seymour, and last year they split 2 games, and this year is a close game, that's a pretty good barometer, pretty good indicator that you're getting the program up to where you need it to be.
Right, right. And that's, you know, you talk to some of the seniors that are playing this year, and I've talked to several of the guys on both squads, and, you know, when they were playing at 5th and 6th grade level, there was no program. These guys didn't start playing until the 7th grade, till they hit junior high. So, you know, what we're trying to do is provide an atmosphere where, starting with 2nd grade, even kindergarten with the flag program, you know, that we start building that base of players, and of course everything trickles down. We're just trying to get them ready for high school.
We ended the 3rd quarter. Saw some fans enjoying the sidelines. It is now a 4th quarter situation, 8-8 tie, so it will have to be some 4th quarter heroics here.
Right.
To see who wins it. And Columbus North, we don't want to leave them out. They have been competitive with some teams in their rugged conference. It is a 3rd down and 10 as we start the 4th quarter. The Cowboys have the football. Cowboys have the football. And they don't get much there.
No, short gain on that.
Maybe, yeah, Thorne Murphy on the carry. And it is a 3rd down. No, 4th down and 9.
Fourth quarter already.
Yep, we are in crunch time here. Cowboys trying to.
I expected more offense by now.
4th and 9. The quarterback is Olivo.
No, right now they've moved Thorne Murphy underneath quarterback.
Oh,
watch for the bootleg, or watch for a real hard dive through the 3.
And the ball's loose,
didn't get the snap.
I think Murphy was able to recover it. It doesn't matter because it was 4th down.
Yep.
So they moved Murphy into quarterback.
Right. That's a trademark play the Cowboys have had throughout the season. They'll move number 39 underneath center and watch for that bootleg, or watch for a real hard dive just off the center on the left side.
So that play, really, it didn't matter who recovered it because it's a change of possession on downs.
Right.
And the coach of the Cowboys, Rudy Olivo.
And believe me, from my side of it, just because you know what it's going to be doesn't mean you can stop it.
It is 1st down and 10 for the Eagles now. No scoring here in this half. In the 1st quarter, Weddle had the 45-yard TD run. 2nd quarter, McGrady, the 55-yard run. Both conversion attempts were good from 2 points, which is a kick, opposite of what you would see in high school and college. The kick is in this league worth 2 points.
Right.
And that could come into play as we get to the final stages of this game.
Like we said, trying to promote the kicking side of the game a little bit. So often it's neglected, especially at a youth level, and we try to promote it.
McGrady, tackled by Rudy, number 33. And some other Cowboys on the stop. 2nd down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Well, actually, right now, I'd say it's at the 36-yard line. 2nd down. We now go under 10 minutes to go in the game, and you see that center getting ready to snap the football. It's so big, as we saw in the Cowboys' last possession. McGrady will be tackled for a loss. I believe the ball is loose, and who's got it? Or did they say he was down on the play?
I think he was down before the ball came out, is the way they ruled it.
McGrady on the carry, and that's a pretty significant loss.
That's just a tribute to a good defense. You know, they outside containment.
Let's see the play again, and we see McGrady. It looked again like maybe that halfback option play. There he's tackled, he's down on the ground, and then the ball maybe comes loose. But it's wet out there. I tell you what, at any moment there could be a critical turnover. You're talking about a tie game, 8-8.
You know, and the Eagles, they're getting deep to an end zone right now. This would be a bad place to turn one over. They need to hold on to the ball.
3rd down and 12 from the 35-yard line. Eagles and Cowboys, 8-8 tie on Inside Cable. Watching it on Channel 19. Back on Channel 19. And
quarterback key. Oh, slowing him down.
Sipes sacked in the backfield.
Yep. Thought he was going to break that one. And that's not taking anything away from Barry. Barry is a fantastic coach. He's been in the program now for 5 or 6 years. And he knows what he's doing out there. He knows what he's doing.
Sipes had nowhere to go on that play. And now 4th down and a long, long way. And see the time running off. It's a running clock, and will be a running clock until we get to the 2-minute mark, and then we'll be under regular IHSAA rules.
Right.
Take it back, Cowboys!
And they are. They're going. Nope, they're going to punt.
No, they're going to punt it. Yep, Corey's going to punt it away. Good little kick. Good kick. Out of bounds.
About the same place as they got it last time at the 47-yard line.
Yeah.
So a short field again for the Cowboys. 7:19 to go in the game. Yeah.
See if they can capitalize on a 45-yard field now.
PAL football. Eagles 8, Cowboys 8. A pair of tie games going down to the final minutes of the 4th quarter.
Hey,
there we are.
Hey.
Hello, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
We're up here. I should have my jacket on, but we're toughing it out here.
Right, right. This is a nice press box up here this year.
Very nice.
This is very nice. I know it was just dedicated at the North and East game this year. Stafford
Our names
Field.
are backwards. I'm actually. Who am I?
Okay.
There we go. There we go. Da-da.
There we go. How's that?
Hey.
No problem.
What coverage there? Weddle on the outside give.
Not only can we announce, we can dance.
Oh, mercy. 6:23 to go. That's not fair. I would have combed my hair if I had known they were going to come up to us here. 2nd down. The ball at the 39-yard line. Rain still coming down. And the Cowboys look to break this tie. Actually, now we'll say the 30. It's about at the 38-yard line. 2nd down and 6. 2nd down and 6. Weddle, who has the only Cowboy touchdown on the last carry.
That was a slow play developing in the backfield. Real slow. Defenses are way too quick for anything to happen that slow.
Mullis got back there. And now 3rd down coming up for the Cowboys.
Solid play tonight. Like I said, out of the Eagle front 4 on this side, at the left side of their defense, you got Josh Williams there, number 51. He's had a solid game so far. He's kept some pressure on this side of the field.
Olivo's back at quarterback. Hands off
right
to
there.
Murphy, who falls down.
Right, and that was back to his pressure again. Josh Williams had the pressure on this side. They had to bring 2 blockers to pick him up, and you jam it up that much, you slow him down.
4:50 to go. It's a 4th down, and I'd say you have to go for it here. And you see Williams coming in really, well,
right there.
Actually his own.
Ran into his own guy.
He kind of ran into his own guy, or was going to run into Kevin Lane, and in trying to get his footing, he fell down.
Right. They brought Jay Weddle and a tackle out to try to contain him that time, and they got tangled up in the backfield.
Iroquois will try the punt. Oh, and it.
Oh.
Not going to get much on the yardage. It does manage to scoot through. They might have picked up a maybe a 2-yard punt, something
maybe,
like that.
maybe
Yeah.
that was unusual for him. Very unusual.
Not a whole lot.
No, that was an unusual punt for him.
So the Eagles get a little bit of a break there. We go under 4 minutes in the fourth quarter. We are tied at 8, and overtime could be a possibility. We thought that in the first game, but it did not end up to be the case because the Colts were able to score a couple of times in the last minute. But here we are tied at 8. So both games potentially will go down to the final minute of play. We've got 3:35 to go, and the Eagles have the football.
Right.
Their quarterback is Kyle Sipes. McGrady punches ahead for about 4 yards. Number 56 for the Cowboys, Ayala, on the stop. Second down. He got 3 on the play. I think it's going to go down to the final minute again.
Oh, I do too.
I don't see him score. Well, unless it's a big play. They'd like to just probably hold on to this football and decide it themselves, if at all possible. The punt gave him a little bit of momentum here going into this possession. Though.
Yeah, the poor punt gained him an extra 20 yards of field position.
McGrady again bangs ahead for about 3 yards.
I tell you what, either side of the ball, yards and first downs are hard to come by.
There had to be 3 Cowboys on that stop.
Yeah.
2.5 to go. 3rd down and 6. This will go a long way to decide if the Eagles can indeed run the clock. 3rd down and 6.
Right.
If they don't make it, do you expect the Eagles would almost have to punt, wouldn't they? Unless it's maybe a short yardage. So it's a big play. A lot to be decided.
This is a big play. I think you would have to punt. You don't want to give the Cowboys the ball with, 45 yards to a touchdown. You're going to want to pin them a little deeper and play some solid defense and hope for one last drive inside that 2 minutes.
It'll be an interesting decision if they don't make it, if the Cowboys call a timeout or not.
Right.
That'll be a tough coaching decision there to see. But it's a 3rd down and 6. Eagles have it. Quarterback still has it, and he is not going to get it. And will the Cowboys call a timeout? Uriquity on defense, the quarterback keeper for Sipes.
I would think they'd want to. They'd want to stop this clock any way possible.
Okay, so the clock is still running down. 1:30 to go. Nobody is going to call a timeout, so this thing will go down to the final minute.
Yes, it will. I find that odd. I really expected the Cowboys to call the timeout and hope for one more possession with the ball.
But if you call a timeout and the Eagles decide to go for it and make it, you've helped them save a minute on the clock. But in this case, well, now there's going to be a timeout called by the Eagles.
Timeout called by the Eagles. Okay.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, that is.
Interesting.
That is. He must, I'd say Barry's wanting to get that one play just right. He wants that first down.
Wow.
4th and 6. That's going to be key right here, pivotal.
I asked you earlier, is there a play clock? Do they keep it on the field, or is it just kind of a...
Yeah, no, there is a play clock. There is a play clock. They got 25 seconds, just like any place else, to get the ball off. The officials keep it on the field.
You see the wind kicking it up?
Yeah.
In a blustery fall evening here, and a lot of rain, and off and on again rain. 8-8 tie, 1:10 to go.
I'm just really happy we got the game in. The heavy storms, the severe storms they've been calling for all afternoon to be here this evening have at least held off. We got the games in.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Nothing any more frustrating than having to come back and play the last quarter of a championship game.
Uriquity is looking for some crowd support on this 4th down play, and of course the Eagles have to determine if they're going to go for it or not. They called the timeout, and indeed they're going for it.
Yeah,
1:10 to go.
Running out of a pro set formation. They've just got 2 up backs in the backfield.
Either that or nope, they're not going to try to hold them off. McGrady, I don't think he can get there.
No. He did not have enough room to get that.
The Cowboys held him, and they take over with 1:03 to go.
Yeah.
Uriquity there on the defense, and
I don't think that's the way I don't think that's the way that play was designed to run.
We belly the Cowboys. Is that what it says there? We believe. I got it.
You got to be able to read around the corner.
I knew what it was going to say. We believe the Cowboys? We believe Cowboys.
Yeah,
Simply
we
the
believe. Yeah.
They measured it. Apparently, he was a little bit closer than we thought, but the Cowboys still have the football. I
Right.
didn't think he was even close.
I didn't either.
But
From this angle, it didn't even look like it was close. Of course, it was clear on the other side of the field.
yeah, and it's a what it boils down to now is the Cowboys have the football.
Yes, they
1:03
do.
to go, almost identical to the situation as we had in the first game when
Yeah.
the Colts had the football,
Right.
trying to break the tide late in the game.
They're about 6 inches off the 50-yard line.
So 50 yards to go. Let's see the measurement. Let's
Yeah.
see. We're gonna see how close we were here.
It didn't look that close from up here.
No, I didn't see as we tried to take a look at just exactly how close they are. We're with the Eagles right now, and actually we're Cowboys with a short gain,
Thorne Murphy pounding the ball right up the middle.
maybe a 2-yard gain for Murphy as we try to check the measurement here. And we've got actually the clock didn't start on that last play, I don't think, but. Well, they didn't make it nonetheless, and the Cowboys call a timeout. 54 seconds to go. The gain was actually 2 yards, so it's a 2nd down and 8. 54 seconds to go.
Right.
And apparently it was a little closer on the McGrady run, but
Yeah.
didn't really matter because he didn't
Right.
make
He
it.
didn't make it anyway. But this is a tough decision right here. 54 seconds. You're tied up.
Really, you're pretty safe. I mean, unless you would just leave it there on the turf, they're still going to have to negotiate about the distance you are if you turn it over.
Right. Right.
Any thought of a halfback option or any kind of a trick play here?
Believe me, I'd much rather be down there on the turf calling a play right now than I would up here calling a play-by-play.
Yeah.
But I mean, right now I would think you'd want to look for the big play. Look for the big play. Look for the reverse. Look for the halfback pass. Anything to bust it wide open. I mean, from up here you can see the Eagles are playing soft on the corners, but you can't
I don't
see
think
that
they
down
got
there.
the football snapped properly. And the Eagles have it.
Eagles recovered the ball. Oh my goodness, that's huge. That's a huge momentum builder right there with 50 seconds left.
The Eagles have it.
Yeah.
We talked about the turnover.
Yep. We've talked about that quarterback center exchange, and that's pivotal to a game.
So now the Eagles will take it. 50
Yeah.
seconds to go in the game.
Yep, and the clock stops at the change of possession. Eagles over the ball. 2 backs in the backfield. 2 up backs. Double wide receivers.
Sipes
Working to
pitches
this
back.
corner. McGrady
Who
with
else?
the carry.
Who else? 40 seconds
That's
from
just-
overtime.
That's nice football up there. Look at that. Look at the center of that field. Now that's football. Look at those guys get up. Good thing this is the last game of the season. Mom don't have to wash those pants.
Yeah, it's not. They're not white anymore.
No.
Well, they are letting the clock run down. There are 20
Yeah.
ticks to go. Now 18.
They're going to try to get off one more. And this is where you want to bust the big play if you possibly can. Of course, you
13
want it every
seconds.
time.
Wow. Well, it's tied up at 8. It would be a mighty big play.
There.
McGrady with it. He's not going to get
No,
there.
no,
4
going nowhere.
seconds. Is anybody going to call a timeout?
Go no.
There
Sam
will be a
Gardner.
timeout.
Sam Gardner was there with the initial contact on that one in the backfield.
Okay, the Eagles will go ahead and call timeout and set it up. There are 4 seconds to go. Tied at 8. Well, you always hear announcers say stranger things have happened, and I have seen a few
yes.
strange things in my days, mainly at Butler University watching football there, and I've seen some tipped passes, 50 yards out and last second
Absolutely.
things like that. But this would
Absolutely.
be one of them. 54 yards away from pay dirt.
Yeah, right now I think it'd be a good time to call a nice little reverse. Just set a 4-back, a flanker back out there at wide receiver, and 1 yard off the ball just behind your wide receiver, get a good little lead block off him, and see if you can get a reverse to work.
55 yards.
The Cowboys, they're playing a lot of pressure out of their linebacker positions, and the only ones really staying back and scraping are the safeties and maybe one corner.
It's pretty safe I don't think you're going to turn it over
No,
and
I
let
don't
them get a
either.
touchdown.
No,
I mean, it'd be very, very tough. But we'll see. This is a very interesting play selection here. McGrady is back there. Sipes is the quarterback. 4 seconds. This will be the last play of the game.
They've got a slot back over on the right side. Let's see what they try to run. Going to pass the
Sipes
ball.
will throw it. It is. Oh, he had him there.
Had it for a second.
That's it.
That's a wet, muddy ball.
We go to overtime.
No, you got 2 seconds left on the clock. Incomplete pass.
Well, that was a quick.
Yeah, it was.
I thought that was that Rudy that was the intended receiver, number 33 for the Eagles?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. So there are still 2 ticks to go.
Yep. We got one more shot at the end zone.
We'll see.
3rd and 12. Anything can happen. Any given game.
Well, this is 4th down. So they've got one more play. 2 seconds. 55 yards, maybe 54. The ball's at the 46. This will be the last play of the game. And then we go to overtime.
Yep.
If they don't score, they've got to get it in the end zone or we go to overtime. It's as simple as that. McGrady is out here as a receiver to the left side. And there's your reverse.
There's my reverse I've been
McGrady,
looking for.
Can he make it 54 yards? Don't think so. And
But
we go to overtime.
It was an awful nice game.
Yeah, it was a nice game. And I'm sure there's a lot of coaches on the side, or maybe a coach on the sideline right now figuring out what is overtime.
Right.
Because they might not be overly familiar with this.
Oh, most of these guys are. Like I said, Rudy and Barry, they've both been in the league for 4, 5, 6 years.
Let's take a quick look at our sponsors here, and we'll be back for the overtime session. Little extra between the Cowboys and Eagles. Cowboys and Eagles tied at 8. We go to overtime. The teams get it at the 10-yard line. The team that scores the most points in a round will win it. And here's Kuhn taking it for the Cowboys.
Nice little run around the corner. Nice dive just right off the tackle side.
Mullis there on defense. So it's a goal-to-go situation from the 10. Now 2nd down.
Right.
2nd down for the Cowboys. We are in overtime. The Eagles will get a possession no matter what.
Exactly. You get the chance to answer back in the overtime situation, just like in high school.
2nd and goal. Here's a give. Weddle. McGrady has him for a loss. Huge play for the Eagles.
That's huge.
It is 3rd down and 15. 3rd and 15. Whoever scores the most in a round wins it. This is the, you might call it the top of the first round. On this play, Weddle had no chance, nowhere to go. McGrady was right there to wrap him up very quickly.
Flood of green jerseys coming around that side.
3rd and 15, obviously 2 down territory. I don't think you would even entertain a field goal possibility, but who knows. Murphy will try to score it for the Cowboys.
Had a nice head of steam on him, just That ankle tackle.
It's 4th down. 4th down. So the thing about going first, if you don't score, then the Eagles have a nice free shot. All they got to do is score.
Right.
Now, would there be any chance? Well, I guess not, because if you would be that close, you probably would not entertain a field goal possibility.
No.
Have there been any field goals this year in play?
Yes, there have been some field goals kicked during the regular season.
Weddle not going to get there. McGrady was in on the stop.
Yep.
And so now the Eagles have a clear shot at victory and a championship.
Right. Now they take their shot from the 10-yard line.
So it's simple here. If the Eagles score,
right,
the game is over, and they win it. It's tied at 8.
This definitely comes down to the old adage that defenses win championships.
So the Eagles can win a championship if they just get it in the end zone. They don't even have to kick the extra point.
No.
I assume the game would be over at that point.
That'll be it.
Yeah.
First score.
Let's see what happens here. McGrady's out there, along with Rushton. That's the backfield. The quarterback is Sipes. 1st and goal. If they get it in the end zone, the Eagles win the championship. McGrady working the right side. Still working ahead and doing a nice job. Now remember, that white line is not the end zone. There's another line back there, and I think it's kind of orangish. And so that is not that's not the touchdown marker. He got about 3 yards on the play. We learned that in the the Colt game earlier. So he only got 3 yards. 2nd down and 7. You see McGrady did a nice job even getting the 3. So he takes the ball, again breaks a tackle there, and Murphy had him 39, but he scooted along, kept his legs moving. He's now down at the 7-yard line. 2nd and goal at the 7. You might say 2nd and championship to go.
That's a good way to put it.
7 yards out. McGrady.
Toss back to McGrady again.
Driving toward the end zone. I think he might have got 2 yards. Will be a 3rd down. And if nobody scores, we'll go to another overtime.
We've got a player down. We've got a player down.
He got 2 yards. 3rd down and 5.
Uh-oh. I think we've got a Cowboy down on the field.
3rd down and 5. 3rd down and goal. Doubleheader action of football, both games right down to the wire. Very entertaining affairs.
Real good football tonight.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
You're all to be congratulated, Vince James and all the people that put this together here. They've done a marvelous job and a great night as you see the fans give the cheer for the player that makes his way up.
Demetrius Anderson coming off the field. Hard-nosed kid.
It's now a 3rd down and championship to go for the Eagles. Fans have braved the elements and their night extended a little bit in this overtime.
Come on, Cowboys, hold them now.
Might have heard the coaches there telling the Cowboy defense to dig in.
In the backfield, take them out.
The Eagles 5 yards away from a championship. The Cowboys desperately have to hold them, or they will finish 2nd. Sipes, the QB, number 12.
Double tight end set.
McGrady.
No surprise there.
To the end zone. This game is over.
He's got it. Yep.
Eagles win it.
Eagles win it. Eagles win it. Yep. That's...
McGrady scored both touchdowns.
Yeah, that was a nice run. He kept his feet underneath him. And just didn't go down.
5-yard overtime run for McGrady, and the Eagles win it 14-8. It looked like the Cowboys might have had a shot as we see the game-winning play, the championship-winning play. They might have had a shot there, but he was just too quick to the outside.
He had
made the move and scored the touchdown.
Right. He had the angle. The Cowboys secondary just got caught on their heels a little bit right then.
So the Eagles win the championship 14-8 in overtime. 2 marvelous football games here tonight at Stafford Field, and the Eagles win it in OT over the Cowboys 14-8. You just couldn't ask for two better football games.
You couldn't. No.
The defensive struggle of game one, and this one had the big play first half and the overtime, and both teams to be congratulated here tonight, Mark.
Very much so. Very much so.
Let's take another look at that winning play for the Eagles. McGrady actually ran into his own man.
Yeah.
That was his own man that almost brought him down. I thought it was a Cowboy, but he actually had to bounce off one of his own men.
That was one of his own guys.
To score. Wow.
Yeah. That's.
He took a licking and kept on ticking into the end zone, and the Eagles fly high with a championship season.
I feel good for the Cowboys. They had a fantastic season. Like I said, both teams got here via of what most people would call a tremendous upset with the Packers and the Vikings. And my hat's off to both of these guys. Fantastic coaches, good program. Proud to be associated with it. Great night up here with you. I had a good time. I had a real good time.
We thank you for your insights here tonight into the action and all the rules and things like that, and the players. And it was a great night of football, Mark. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is Mark Garrett, who's a coach of the. We're going to say goodnight. I always move the wrong way. There I am. I mean, I'm up here in the corner. I look like I should have a score over me or something flashing or something on the. Anyway, we're here wrapping it up here on Insight. Hope you enjoyed the action here, and we look forward to next year and the PAL program. Again, the final scores for the Junior League. The Colts champions over the Raiders 12-0, and it was the Eagles in a thriller in overtime over the Cowboys 14-8. For Mark Garrett, I'm Dave Peach. For the entire PAL Football League program, we wish you a good night from East High School.